I don't know, do we believe Gabe that I'm one of his best friends? Because number one, we all heard the shade he was throwing at me a few minutes ago. And number two, did you all see how high he just left that mic stand intentionally? I'm just saying. To start off, besides shitting on Gabe, but we will get back to that shortly, I would like to applaud all of you because you've been fantastic tonight. Thank you for applauding yourself. I appreciate it. Usually, I'd start off by giving you a little play-by-play about my day-to-day, or talking in-depth about my sex life, but we have a specific quota of sex jokes that can be made by exec members of the comedy club, and Gabe took over that quota, and actually Reese contributed quite a bit to it as well. So they took care of that for me tonight. Instead, I'm feeling really safe with you guys. Like, I feel like I could share things that I don't normally share with people. So I decided that this set is just gonna be me giving you a bunch of my hot takes. You ready for that? Perfect. Hot take number one. I don't trust air fryers. Excuse me, but they're essentially just glorified easy bake ovens. There should be no reason why a chicken should take the same amount of time to cook as a cookie. And maybe I'll be a little bit more sympathetic to air fryers in another life, but in this life, my parents didn't love me enough to buy me an easy bake oven when I was a child, and that's still a little bit scarring. How many people here have had an easy bake oven? How does it feel to be loved? Yeah? Thank you for giving me a glimpse of that. I will cherish that for the rest of my life. But in the meantime, I'm also going to read a little bit from this set. I wasn't going to, but Gabe wrote something saying, do not read. And because Gabe fucked with me, I'm gonna fuck with him. So let's get to reading a little bit. Yeah, my parents, we'd go to toy stores because they still weren't monsters and they wanted to buy toys for other kids. So we'd walk in and I'd point out things I'd want. It would be an easy bake oven or, imagine, a baby alive. And did somebody boo the baby alive? Fuck you. What did the baby alive ever do to you besides just like have fake shit that you'd have to take care of? Because to me, that was the dream. For some reason, my parents decided that rather than have toys that would go out of style or that I'd grow out of pretty soon, they would get me books. And you know, like, books, maybe they're cool to some people, but what was so bad with preparing me for a life of housewifery and child rearing? Why didn't my parents want that for me? What benefit does literacy give a woman in the 21st century? But to be fair, there was a study that was done on 10,000 US tweens, so you know the research is accurate, that said that early reading can give you a ton of benefits. So it could give you improved memory, it could help you with, speech development, and it could also give you fewer behavioral problems and less depressive symptoms. So, this is really problematic for me. I'm gonna just tilt it like this. I can't see half of you and this is bothering me. I wanna see all your beautiful faces. So we're gonna go like this right now. Well, that's your choice. You wore the glasses, not me. Actually, I am wearing my glasses, so that joke does not work. Anyway, we'll ignore that for a moment. But yeah, sure. I got the speech development and not a lot of the behavioral issues. But imagine how many more words I could have had in my lexicon if I had an easy bake oven when I was a kid. Words like delicious, cake, salmonella. I did not get any of the fun benefits of reading at a young age, like a great memory or fewer symptoms of depression, which I found out a lot more recently too, when I've been studying. So I found out my memory isn't as great as I thought while I was studying for the bar exam. But it won't matter once I'm a lawyer, because all lawyers have to do is lie. Yeah, by the way, I did just pass the bar exam. And now I'm officially a bartender. Thank you. Yeah, you all all fell for the lie, which means I'm gonna make an excellent lawyer once I eventually do get those admission letters. But until then, memorizing 74 cocktails is not as easy as it seems, especially when you have to sip all 74 cocktails while you're studying for the exam. But it was fun to go through all the training. There was something that I did struggle with a little bit. It's called double shaking. I don't know if any of you have heard about it before. So, to give you a visual, double shaking requires you have 2 tins in your hand and you shake them. See, I struggle with this because I have really small hands. And not in a pick-me girl kind of way, but in an I'm a probable suspect for the murder of O.J. Simpson's ex-wife. Speaking of bluffing, I went to the casino for the first time recently and I won $4.90. Thank you. I had to spend $15 in order to get there, but it was well worth it. Has anybody else here been to the Montreal casino?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Did you have fun? No? You said yeah. What did you win?
$100.
$100. That's better than anything I got. I just played the slots and I thought it went pretty well for me. Another hot take from Ella before I have to leave you, but slot machines are just easy bake ovens for older people. The only difference is you can lose your house with an easy bake oven. So I've joked a lot about my parents robbing me about my childhood. I'm just gonna leave you with my final closing argument and say that reading actually was super helpful. It got me to where I am today, because I was able to read the sign out front that said comedy show at 8 p.m. So thank you all for a wonderful night.